What does it mean to be human? Are we bound by the forces of reason, or are we creatures of passion, chaos, and emotion? For centuries, philosophers, poets, and artists have grappled with these questions, attempting to define the core of human existence. Among the thinkers who have most profoundly examined these concepts is Friedrich Nietzsche, the German philosopher whose works have reshaped our understanding of art, culture, and the very nature of humanity. One of his most influential works, The Birth of Tragedy, 1872, explores these themes in a way that challenges conventional thinking. In this treatise, Nietzsche introduces a revolutionary perspective on the tension between two powerful forces in human nature, the Apollonian and the Dionysian. But what does this mean for us today? How do these ancient concepts relate to our modern experience of art, culture, and life itself? In this essay, we will journey into Nietzsche's The Birth of Tragedy to uncover his perspective on art, culture, and human nature, and examine how these ideas still resonate in the world we live in today. So, stay with me as we explore Nietzsche's philosophy and consider how it can illuminate the complexities of life. Welcome to the Unfolding Journey YouTube channel. At The Unfolding Journey, we strive to explore the profound ideas that shape our world, from the depths of philosophical thought to the heights of artistic expression. Whether you're a lover of deep ideas or just curious about the thoughts that have influenced our culture, we're here to guide you through the fascinating journeys of intellect, creativity, and the human experience. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on our future explorations. In The Birth of Tragedy, Nietzsche sets the stage for understanding the origin of Greek tragedy through the metaphor of two powerful gods from ancient mythology, Apollo and Dionysus. Each of these deities represents contrasting aspects of existence and human experience. Apollo, the god of reason, order, and form, is associated with the rational, structured side of life. His influence is seen in the clarity of thought, the beauty of proportion, and the serenity of the world. Dionysus, on the other hand, is the god of chaos, emotion, and unrestrained vitality. He embodies the ecstatic, irrational, and primal forces that surge within us. Nietzsche argues that the fusion of these two forces, Apollo and Dionysus, is at the heart of Greek tragedy. The greatest works of tragedy, such as those by Sophocles and Aeschylus, balance these opposing energies. Apollo gives the tragedy structure, a sense of form and clarity that allows the audience to engage with it intellectually. Dionysus, however, brings the emotional depth, the rawness, and the power that speak directly to the subconscious and instinctive parts of the human psyche. Nietzsche believes that art, particularly tragic art, arises from this tension between the Apollonian and Dionysian forces. The tragic experience is a reconciliation of the two, recognizing the beauty and order of life while also acknowledging its chaos, suffering, and unpredictability. For Nietzsche, this duality is not just a theme of ancient art, but a reflection of the deeper struggles within human existence itself. For Nietzsche, Greek tragedy represented the height of artistic achievement because it embraced this tension. The best tragic works do not shy away from the darker aspects of life, such as suffering, death, and the inevitable chaos of existence. Instead, they confront these realities head-on, finding meaning and beauty in them. This confrontation with the darker side of life, Nietzsche argues, is what allows tragedy to transcend mere entertainment and become a profound exploration of the human condition. In the Greek tragic form, the chorus often embodies the collective voice of the people, representing the Dionysian force. The chorus would perform songs that invoked the primal, ecstatic energy of Dionysus. The individual characters, however, often represented the Apollonian side, attempting to impose order and rationality on the chaos around them. It is in the tension between these forces that the essence of tragedy lies. The tragic hero, in particular, stands as a symbol of this duality. While they may try to impose order upon their lives, their fate is often sealed by the overpowering forces of fate, passion, or the gods. Their suffering, while tragic, is ultimately what gives the tragedy its meaning. Through this, Nietzsche argues that art, especially tragedy, becomes a means of grappling with life's most profound contradictions. It allows us to experience both the heights of reason and the depths of chaos, confronting us with the truth about our own existence. The tragic experience is not about escaping the harshness of life. It is about embracing it, acknowledging it, and finding meaning in the struggle. It is a celebration of the human spirit, capable of facing the world's suffering and chaos with both strength and grace. One of the more controversial aspects of the birth of tragedy is Nietzsche's assertion that tragedy died with the rise of Socratic philosophy. Socrates, the great rationalist, represented the height of the Apollonian spirit. His philosophy was based on reason, logic, and the belief that knowledge could bring about a better, more orderly life. Nietzsche, however, saw this as a threat to the very essence of tragedy. Socratic thought, with its emphasis on rationality and logical thinking, pushed the Dionysian forces to the margins, suppressing the emotional, irrational, and chaotic aspects of existence. With the rise of Socratic philosophy, Nietzsche argues, Western culture began to turn away from the tragic worldview, replacing it with a more optimistic, rational, and ordered understanding of life. This shift eventually led to the decline of tragedy as an art form. Where once tragedy dealt with the complexities and contradictions of the human experience, it now became replaced by more idealized and less confronting forms of art. The depth and rawness of Greek tragedy gave way to more simplistic and superficial cultural expressions. This shift in cultural values also had wider implications for the development of Western civilization. Nietzsche believed that the dominance of rationalism and the suppression of the Dionysian spirit led to a society that was out of touch with the deeper, more authentic aspects of human existence. Instead of embracing the full spectrum of human experience, both the Apollonian and the Dionysian, Western culture began to focus only on the rational, orderly aspects of life, neglecting the emotional, chaotic side that is equally essential to our humanity. Despite Nietzsche's assertion that tragedy had largely disappeared from Western culture, he was not without hope. In The Birth of Tragedy, Nietzsche calls for a reawakening of the Dionysian spirit in modern art and culture. He suggests that by reconnecting with the raw, emotional, and chaotic aspects of life, we can once again create art that reflects the full complexity of the human experience. This rebirth of tragedy, however, is not about simply returning to the past. Nietzsche recognizes that the world has changed and that modern life presents new challenges and opportunities for artistic expression. Rather than attempting to recreate the ancient Greek tragedies, Nietzsche advocates for a new form of art, one that embraces the Dionysian spirit while incorporating the lessons of the past. He calls for a rebirth of the tragic spirit in a new, modern context, where the irrational, emotional forces of life can once again find expression in art. In doing so, Nietzsche points to the potential for art to serve as a means of confronting life's most difficult truths. By embracing the chaos and suffering that define human existence, art can become a powerful tool for self-understanding and personal transformation. The reawakening of the Dionysian spirit, in this sense, becomes a means of reclaiming the fullness of life, of embracing both the beauty and the pain, the order and the chaos that make us human. Nietzsche's The Birth of Tragedy challenges us to reconsider our relationship with art, culture, and human nature. By exploring the tension between the Apollonian and the Dionysian forces, Nietzsche reveals that life is not simply a matter of reason and order or chaos and emotion. It is the interplay between these forces that defines us as human beings. Tragic art, with its embrace of both the rational and the irrational, offers a unique lens through which we can view our existence and provides a means of confronting the complexities of life head-on. As we navigate our own lives, we may find ourselves torn between the desire for order and the pull of chaos. But as Nietzsche reminds us, it is in the tension between these forces that life's true meaning lies. Art, culture, and the human experience are all shaped by this dynamic, and it is through embracing both aspects of our nature that we can fully understand ourselves and the world around us. As we conclude this exploration of Nietzsche's The Birth of Tragedy, I encourage you to think about how these ideas resonate with your own experience of art and life. Are you more aligned with the Apollonian, or do you feel the pull of the Dionysian spirit? How can you engage with both forces in your own life and creativity? Thank you for joining me on this intellectual journey today. Don't forget to subscribe to the Unfolding Journey YouTube channel for more in-depth explorations of philosophy, art, and culture. If you found this discussion meaningful, hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on future content, and feel free to leave your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. Until next time, embrace the full spectrum of life and keep the journey unfolding. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video to help us spread the ideas that matter. Join the discussion and continue to explore the depths of human nature and creativity with us.